How's everybody doing, all right? So far, so
Good.
Glad it's a bar and wine show. I get nervous talking in front of people, so I did a few shots after that. How many people have ever had any experiences with Video Matrix? Okay. Good experiences, bad experiences, opinions, no opinions? They're pretty useful. Some places get locked into this single DirecTV or a Fios box or cable box connected directly to the monitor, and you're kind of stuck in just using that one source unless you start piling a bunch of other stuff behind the monitor or running really long cables back all over the place, and it really kind of gets a little messy. So what I'm going to talk about is using something called a matrix, and I brought one here. We use this particular brand, Knox. These were originally built for jail cells to monitor prisons, so they are bulletproof. Okay?
That brand, or are you talking about Matrix in general?
Well, no, this brand.
Okay.
These guys originally were known throughout the prison system to be used as Matrix.
Keeping America safe.
Keeping America safe. So, you know, prisons, sports bars, we can't afford to
Same clientele.
Yes, exactly. They end up one way or the other at one point in time. So they build them bulletproof. They're going to last because those monitors cannot go down. There's times I may have to go in somewhere and reset something, and if that Yankee game or the UFC fight goes out for a split second, next thing, oh! So the advantage of this is there's cards inside of here, so if anything fails, boom, you pull the card out, slap a new one in, you keep them in stock in case anything goes wrong. But what this actually does, and this is just a prototype here, this is video over Cat5. So you plug in all your inputs, you have all your outputs, okay, and you source them out to wherever you need to go, whatever screens, okay? So what I'll do is I'll show you the next slide here, and the advantages of having a matrix is now this. You can do your DirecTV, your files, your Blu-ray player, your digital signage, your game consoles, cameras for stages. So if you have multiple locations throughout your establishment, say there's a stage in one room and there's another room, you know, that you have people at and you want them to see the show that's going on the stage, you can source it into the monitors in the other room. Computers. What's nice is now you can get a corporate client to come in and buy out your space and they can do a presentation. Yes, I have that capability. So what a matrix will allow you to do is take any one of those inputs, anything that has a video output, and send it to any one of the monitors. So that's a really big plus. I'm going to go through a little case study on one of the installations that we've done. This location's got 3 separate areas. The light's a little bright here. But they have a hardcore sports bar, down and dirty, beer flying everywhere kind of stuff. They have another restaurant area that they flip into like a restaurant, nightclub kind of thing. And then they have an upstairs more family orientated. Well, all of this is controlled from one closet. Okay, so what they do is they go in, they set their DirecTV boxes in the morning during game, before the games start, and then they punch them out to wherever they need to go. Okay, you can centrally control everything there. You can make sure that everything is easily serviceable. It's all in one location. So this way, 50,000 different points of failure doesn't help. This way everything's in one spot.
Well, and one remote control.
Well, that's the next thing I'm going to get to, which is nice because now, with everything in one spot, you can have a control system. And what this place actually does is they have girls and guys dressed in referee outfits. And during Sunday football, they have this, you'll see that central area here. These are all 42-inch LGs. Thank you.
What place is this?
This is Park East in Hazlet, New Jersey.
Okay. What, about 2 years, 18 months they've been over?
About that, yeah. And they're constantly expanding. We're doing a whole outdoor thing for them now. So these monitors here, we're going to start working on getting some digital signs here. They set the interior monitors around the bar to a specific game. They mark that game. This is going to be the Giants-Jets game. This way, your customer comes in, that's my game. I'm not moving. Okay? And then the rest of the monitors around the establishment, they have people going around with the remote saying, what game would you like to watch? And they have their TV.
Portable?
Yes, that one's portable, yes.
They're tablets.
Yeah, it's wireless, works off the Wi-Fi in the building. There's also a hardwired one for redundancy. We've built in redundancy on top of redundancy just in the event anything happens. There's a hard button here that you can still do. Worst case scenario, you could do your matrix switching from here and still hit the buttons on the DirecTV boxes. So that's all covered. So they actually go around and ask them, what would you like to see? So they have, the tables, right, there's monitors here. And, first come, first served kind of thing, okay? That's in this area down here, okay? There's monitors all along the walls here. In this area, they do some special events sometimes, so they'll throw some eye candy up. They'll do some digital signage, or they'll get some backgrounds with their logos, or coming next week kind of thing happening. And in this area, they actually have booths, and they have, it's almost like Sunday bottle service. I don't know if you've gone out to a lot of nightclubs, you can buy a section. Well, they'll have promotion, you know, unlimited wings, bottle of Grey Goose, or a pitcher of beer for, you know, $200, and now you own that booth. That's your section. You bring all your friends, and then now, you know, that TV is yours. I want to watch this game. You know, I want to watch this game, and that video server or video hostess or host is there to take care of that, and then also upsell them on drinks and all that other kind of stuff. Well, that's all I have. So that's your remote. This will also do lighting, HVAC. We're working on currently deploying something with them so that there's hot buttons on there, so that the digital signage during commercial breaks, if the Giants just scored a touchdown, I know we talked about the L bar, but we worked around that. Only during commercial breaks, what happens, they hit this hot button, you can't see it too well. This is actual television here. This shifts to the side, and then over here they'll have a countdown for the next 30 seconds, you know, 2-for-1 shots. Boom, and then they'll have some advertising here. So you get people to look here and say, oh wow, free shots. Oh yeah, next week is blah, 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 you know? And then,
What makes that terrific is, it's a change in content.
yep,
Consistent digital signage can get ignored, but if my eyes are on that game and suddenly a shift happens, it actually will force you to the screen.
To the screen.
So you really get high attention.
attention, and you're giving them something, and you're also, so now they're looking for the free whatever, and you're pushing your message for the next week.
So
Then there's-
somebody has to be in a central location looking at all the games. Commercial, what's that one? Commercial?
Well, it's not for every commercial for every game. It's usually the main game.
Okay,
So
okay.
they're in New Jersey, so they've got Jets, Giants, and Steelers. Those are their main games.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's 92 monitors in this establishment, and depending on how the day lays out, that's who will focus.
Yeah, okay.
But they have people monitoring that. And then on top of that too, before we hit the next point, but during the day, they've got digital signage set up on certain monitors, and they can ship it out. Instead of having to buy a box for every monitor, we have, from Tightrope Media, they have a server. It gives you 3 channels. So you can do 3 distinct digital signage feeds. You own it, there's no monthly subscription, and you can modify it. So in that bar area, they have the lunch special. You know, in the other area, they have dinner specials, and it's all separate. In the front, they have the menu for the day, so on and so forth.
What's
So-
the name of the company that you buy that product from?
Tightrope Medias.
Tightrope.
Tightrope, yep. We've been to Infocom, and we've looked around at every digital signage solution out there. There's either always subscriptions tied to it, or they can't do this, they can't do that. I assimilate Tightrope to the Mac of digital signage, how it's slick, it works, you know, it's on point, their tech support, they'll train the customer. So you can either be hands-on or hands-off, so it's up to you guys. If you have an in-house artist that wants to do all of the designing and whatnot, you do it. You own it free and clear, you're not tied to anybody. But another great thing, we're gonna get to Screech real soon, is, so during commercials, and I'm actually gonna bring this to Park East, they have a DJ set up. So during commercials, either the DJ's playing to get the music going, MC's on the microphone, pumping up the crowd, again, during the main game, because the main game is what's on that zone of audio.
Jets or Giants.
Yeah, Jets, Giants, or Steelers, depending, you know,
Oh, they just still are.
depends. Sometimes they got a lot of Steelers fans that come in there. So during that commercial break, because that's what's in that zone, and again, audio is something else you got to think about matrixing. So this way you have different areas. I want to put this game on here. I want to put the Toy Story 2 movie audio on here, which you really shouldn't be playing movies in the.
I'm seeing more and more DJs in this.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
absolutely, I was
Yeah, I
talking
was-
about, you create a hosting experience.
Yes.
It's an experience. It's not just sitting down drinking a beer. It's like
Yeah.
during the commercial, boom, we throw Screech Media on. All of a sudden, guys, whoever wins this next thing and blah, 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 blah. Everybody's got their phone out. Now you're pushing marketing to them. You got them focused.
The magic word, engagement.
Yeah.
No, I was in Chicago during the NRA show, and the Bulls and the Heat were playing in this bar, and soon as the commercial came on, DJ fired up, played.
Yeah.
and
That's
you
what
watched-
happens.
Yeah.
There's another guy
And
that's
there's
going
this-
around.
There's an energy that, you know.
Exactly. It turns it into an event.
Yeah.
It's not just going to watch the game. It's an afternoon out.
As soon as the game was over, TVs went down, lights went down, it's a nightclub.
Flips into a
Convert-
nightclub.
and that's the thing, is you
Yeah.
convert those folks.
That's exactly what happens. And believe it or not, we've been specializing in sports ball markets probably in the past 5 years. Have seen it like explode. I mean, no offense to girls, but I have seen more women coming to games in sports bars than ever before because it's becoming an event. It's not just a bunch of
It's
sweaty
also where-
guys.
It's also where the boys are.
Yes, understood.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. It's kind of an event now. It's not just you know, crazy guys throwing beer around. You know, it's fun.
It's upscale. The food quality in sports team operations has changed over the last 10 years. The whole experience has changed. Look at Champs Americana. When you're serving a tempura fried spicy tuna roll with
That's-
wasabi infused
Yeah.
slaw,
Yep.
you know, you're not having people spill beer on themselves as much.
As much. Yeah, these guys are creating this experience and this whole feeling. So again, during the breaks, commercial breaks and whatnot, they got the DJ going. They have an MC going. The MC is currently doing trivia, giving away stuff, but we could work something out. And then boom, now all of a sudden you got their phones out and you're pushing back, you know, advertising. So that's really big.
And to that end, I'm going to, the reason that, you know, Screech is with us today is we're integrating them into an app for a restaurant. So you have your own phone app. Right now, a restaurant phone app is one of the more irrelevant phone apps that there are. I mean, unless you are in a city looking for a restaurant that you've never been to before, where you have Yelp, then it's valuable. But if you live in Murfreesboro, you know where the restaurants are in Murfreesboro. You don't need an app from your place. What we do is put the Screen Reach app as a tab on your app. So now to play Screech, they gotta go to your app. So now they're interacting with you. You have a chance to talk to them. And you're creating, oh, here you go, wait for it, engagement. So this is what makes this stuff work, is the integration of the entire experience and getting as many times as you can get them on you, thinking about you, then you're in good shape.
Exactly. And that's where I go to this next slide is don't think of TVs just being TVs on a wall or behind a bar or something. There's unlimited applications now, and the whole thing is, even kids today, you see them in the restaurant, they're like this all day. You know, everybody wants to have it in their face. Unfortunately, I don't know, when I have kids, I hope that I can get them to not do that and talk at the dinner table with people.
You do that by taking the phone away.
Away, exactly. But you can get, exactly, not giving them the phone. You can get TVs integrated anywhere, anyhow. So in this location here, we did, there's a video wall, you can't really see it that well, but it's all custom framed. It looks like it's part of the wall. This, they can do one big game, or they can divide it up into 4 different games, or if they want to do digital signage, another game, digital so on and so forth, that can be done. This is an entrance, 2 portrait-style screens. We haven't gotten them fired up yet. This place actually just opened today. But we're doing digital signage here. Next week's promotion. So as they come in, oh, this is what's happening. And it can be integrated seamlessly into the architecture. In the bathroom, this is a mirror with a screen built into it, okay? You turn it off, it goes away. Turn it on, boom, all of a sudden there's a screen. You can have a game on there, or you can have digital signage on there. Whatever you decide you want to have in there. There's another shot here, custom frames. You can really make it integrate into the space. You know, matrices are scalable from 1 screen to 70, this is Mark's bar at 205th. Up to 72 at this bar. So you don't need to have this big, huge place to do a matrix. You can start at 8 screens. The smallest one's 8 by 8. And then this way it'll still give you the opportunity to switch things around and expand. You know, so that's pretty much my quick, long and short of it.
Questions?
Anybody have any questions or anything? Anybody? Anyone? No?
Are you a dealer for DirecTV?
I'm a dealer for DirecTV, yes. Yes. We have DirecTV here too.
I'm a dealer.
You're a dealer? Okay. So yes, we're also a dealer for DirecTV. We're a dealer for all the Harman products, JBL. Audio is another really important thing. You want to make sure that you're able to control audio if you have multiple areas in your establishment. From that handheld remote, you can also select your sources. DVD, so you sell out the room to a family who's having a birthday party. They want to do a photo montage, or the DVD in, send the audio from the DVD, and the photos are up on the screens, will be, you know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. If anybody has any questions, I'll
You have
be,
business cards with you?
yes, I do, and I'll be at the show booth 305, anybody has
So
any
tomorrow, if
questions.
everybody goes to the show, they can stop by and see you.
Yeah, definitely.